Hey everybody, how's it going, man? This is Chris and welcome to another episode of Classic Diary. And before I head into the topic, I just want to give you guys a brief experience on how Classic actually looked like when you were, for example, in Orgrimmar. So, I'm standing here facing the wall, right? Nothing to see here, but let's look at this. Dude, this is so awesome. My frames are dropping, man. My frames are dropping. So, yeah, as I'm playing on the Lights Hope server right now, on Lightbringer, dude, this is what I want to see, man. This is what I want to see. Masked people standing in Orgrimmar, standing for the bank, standing between the bank and the auction house, on their mounts, all these PvP gear, all these big PvE gear. Look at him, man. This is so awesome, man. I'm standing here with my level 15 character. I finally got a two-hand axe. Before I leveled only with this one here with a one hand and a shield. It was so bad, man. Yeah, this is what I want to see, man. This is what I want to see. So this is what I want to guys show you how it actually looked like back then in the day. And I think it has really more style because nowadays in retail, I mean, you don't really need to stay here in Orgrimmar. I mean, there's no point, right? Here it was like kind of the center of the world, at least for the Horde. The Alliance, I think, so Stormwind and Ironforge were equally centered. But for the Horde, it was Orgrimmar, and this is kind of a meeting point here. I would stand here for like just 2 or 3 hours and doing absolutely nothing, but maybe talk a bit, whisper, I don't know, visit the auction house, visit the bank, do some professions, and for like 3 to 4 hours talking with my guild mates. I was sitting here AFK, and I was only talking with my guild mates for like 1 to 2 hours straight. 1 to 2 hours straight. I mean, nowadays you don't do that, right? You don't do that, and this is kind of sad, actually. It's kind of sad. So I want to show you guys how this actually looked like. Really awesome. So anyway, guys, one thing I want to talk to you about is the talents. So nowadays there's a very simplified talent tree, right? So you all know the talent tree, so to speak. You can only choose between 3 options. I think every 15 levels it is, and it is I think in my opinion it's a very bad example on how to customize your character. It's the same thing as in Diablo 3. I think if you compare the talent trees in Diablo 2 and Diablo 3, the ones in Diablo 2 were much better. They gave much more room for customization, and it was a very bad game design in general. And yeah, so now we have actually, these are the talent trees in Classic, so don't bother with these here. I skilled wrong, but it's just a character for fun. It's no serious character. So yeah, so I'm playing a warrior right now, and you see there are 3 different trees, so I can put my points in arms, in fury, and in protection. And yeah, this is it. So you have to actually read all the information that is written here, and you can assign 51 points in total when you're level 60 into all these trees. So all these trees combined, of course. And yeah, I think this is a very great way to customize your character. So for example, if you like axes, you go in axe specialization. If you want to do some sword specialization because you like this more, you want to go to sword specialization, right? So you have way more things to customize. I mean, even these two here, they are both regarding damage. So if you want to do some more PvP, or even If you like, just like the Mortal Strike, the big crits of Mortal Strike, you would go deep into this talent tree. But the better choice would be to go into Fury, because this will deal way more DPS than Arms. But back in the days, we didn't know what to skill, right? We didn't know what to skill. I mean, I were like, as I was saying earlier, I was playing a mage. I played a mage. And mage has Arcane, Fire, and Frost. And I even put points in the Arcane tree because they sounded right. You know what I mean? I mean, you look at here and it said, okay, increase your chance to get a critical strike with melee weapons by 1%. It sounds nice, right? But this is also cool because it reduces the cost of your heroic strike ability by 3 rage points, and you definitely need the rage. So this is also nice. So what I ended up doing was I put some points here, put some points here, then put some points in another tree, and go around, go around, go around. And by the time I hit level 30, 40, I mean, I couldn't do anything more, right? I mean, I was like in this tier here, maybe here in this tier, and in this tier. So I was a bit of an all-rounder, but of course, as we all know now, this wasn't a very good way. So we had to respec, we had to pay money. Another thing, we had to pay money if you want to respec, and this would increase by 5 gold every time you wanted to respec. And you know, this was a lot of money. This was a lot of money, but I mean, you had to pay for your mistakes. It's the same way, right? So you do something, you work for something, you get benefits, of course. But if you do something wrong, you get the disadvantages. It's a very nice, balanced way. So you actually learned something. So you said, ah, fuck, I shouldn't have done this. I respect, and I do it better the next time. You had to pay for it because you had to pay for your mistakes, right? You had to pay for your mistakes. But you learned something for the future. You learned something for the future. You would talk with other guys about skill trees, about talents, and what to pick, whatever. And they said, okay, maybe you should try this, maybe you should try this. And after time passed, you would come up with the best possible solution for your preferences, right? So this is one thing that I really like. This is probably one thing I like the most of the old school WoW, the talent trees. The talent trees slash the customization of your characters. It's actually so nice. And yeah. Another thing that is awesome is the class quest. So I need to slay these thunder lizards here in order to get my defensive stance. So now I'm playing a warrior and I have better stance. But if I want to tank a dungeon, I need the death stance. But I have to work for it. Again, I have to work for things I want to have, right? So I want to tank. I want to go find an easy dungeon group. So I need to tank, but I need my defensive stance. And I need to work for it. So I need to do some class quests. But I will get the benefits of it. I will get more experience because simply I will do the quest. I get more experience regarding my character. So I have the defensive stance. Then I have new abilities. I can tank. This is also a very new experience. So the warrior can do lots of damage, but you can also it's super good tank. So if you want to experience the most of your character, you would simply do this, right? So this is just the thing. If you work for something, you get the benefits. If you make mistakes, you have to pay. And this is, at least in my opinion, this is how it should be. And the new way, where you just have all the benefits and you rarely have to pay for your mistakes. This is no game design for me. This is no game. This is a game for some casual players who don't want to get deep into the mechanics, who just want to play for an hour and get all the advantages, whatever, but they simply do nothing for it, right? So these I cannot stress this enough. I mean, this is how how bad it is right now. If you're playing retail WoW. So yeah, this was what I'm gonna talk about. Talents, right? The talents in Classic WoW are super good game design. Very cool for customization. You can do even now you can do some different stuff. So maybe example, if you have your fixed talent tree, right? So you know, okay, I have to skill this for the best amount of DPS, whatever. But you can also customize it a bit. So if you want to do a bit more PvE, for example, so you can put like here improved intercept. You don't need this for PvE, right? But it's very cool for PvP. You know, you can tinker a bit with your talent trees. Nowadays it's so bad. I mean, you can respec at any time out of combat. You have only like these 3 options every 15 levels. This is so bad. I cannot understand how people want to play this game, man. I cannot understand how people want to play retail WoW if they would have the option on playing this here. On playing this. Right? I mean, you don't even have to pay for this game. And you get the best possible experience there is at the current state. Anyway, guys, that's it for now. That's all what I'm going to say. So, the next session will feature a dungeon run. So I want to tank the Ragefire dungeon. I never played a tank before. So I just want to experience this because I don't know if I'm rolling a rogue, which is the highest possibility on the fresh server. But I do like the warrior. And I never tanked. I never tanked a dungeon. I never tanked before. So this is for me some way of, hey, how good am I with tanking? Is it a thing for me? Maybe I roll a warrior tank in on the fresh server. The next session will feature the Ragefire dungeon here in Orgrimmar. This should take about 20 minutes or so, and I will talk a bit about my first experience with the Ragefire dungeon, with dungeons in general, with a group of 5 people, and yeah, I mean, what I want to know about is what did you do when you first hit level 10 and you could spend talent points? I mean, did you read all of them beforehand, and then you said, oh, okay, this tree sounded about right, so I will go definitely only here, or did you do it like I did? So you said, okay, hey, this one here looks good, so I put 1 point here, and then you said, okay, this one here looks good, I put another point here on the next level. So you basically go tier by tier, at least tree by tree, or did you go tier by tier beforehand and read all about this? So that's what I want to hear about, man. So please hit the comments. Tell me about your first experience with talents, and how often did you have to respec and whatever. So I definitely want to hear your thoughts about it. And we will see each other in the next session of Classic Diary. Take care, guys.